Okay, it says I'm live on YouTube. We will see if that's the case. I'm just checking on YouTube to see if it's showing I'm live. Yes, it's showing I'm live. It says one person is watching, and I don't know if that one person is me. This is such a pain in the butt. Hello, Hannah. Yay, the chat's working at least. It wasn't working when I had it on Twitch, but I think I think Twitch itself was having problems. I think I'm gonna just wait for people to come back. Yeah. Hello, Chris Talons. That was a bummer about Twitch. I don't know. I didn't Google to see if other people are having Twitch issues, but I just figured I'll try this same streaming software on YouTube, and then we'll know whether or not it's the platform or Twitch. Yeah, it's Streamlabs OBS, which is like a fancier version of plain OBS, which is what Kate Kavanaugh has. But you can use this for free too, and it's better than StreamYard according to a lot of people. And so I just figured I would try this in the new year. Thank you, Crow's Talons. I might. Although I think I got everything on screen figured out before Twitch seemingly crashed, so I think we're good. I'm gonna put the ticker for the new forest code up because I do want to give you all the sprints I promised. These technical issues aside. So let's create a new room. I promised the Winter Guardian tree. Huh. Well, that's good to know. It is weird because the Streamlabs OBS was clearly showing me on Twitch. No worries, Rainy Hammer. Okay, I'm creating the room. And the new code is P67PHY. I should have it up on screen, but I'm just going to double check. There we go. Turn the ticker back on. That's the code. There we go. Yes, this stream does look different, Miguel, because I'm using Streamlabs OBS instead of StreamYard. It's a steeper learning curve than I thought because I thought I had done all this pre-work a few days ago. But it seems to be going well. Twitch was just having issues, but I was streaming on it, so I switched over to YouTube. Crow's Talons, where in the world are you? I can't remember. I I think Twitch might maybe just be having problems, given what Rainy Hammer said. Okay. 4 people are in the forest room. Yeah, this is an experimental stream. I am thinking of switching over to this definitely by February, but I have a lot of co-hosts on Sunday, and doing that through this system would be kind of a pain in the butt to do. I mean, I could do it, but it would be a little bit of a pain. And then I have co-hosts for other things, especially in the first week, but given there only one other person, I could maybe do it here too. But I have those already scheduled through StreamYard, so it might just be easier for me to do those and then officially make the switch after that. Okay, Crow Sounds is in Canada. Yeah. Because I had a feeling you weren't in the US, but I couldn't remember where you were, so. It says there are 6 viewers, and there are 4 people in the forest room with me. So, if everyone's okay, I think I'm going to start the timer for this one. Yeah, I'm sure there's a big lag. I mean, the thing is that I'm looking at the chat through YouTube, and I'm seeing it immediately, but it shows up on screen with a little bit of a delay. But for me, it doesn't look like much of a lag. I'm wondering if there's more of a lag of what you're seeing on screen than what I'm seeing, which is unfortunate, but I don't really know how to fix that. So, okay, we're going to start the next sprint. I'm blurry. Let's see. Let's see if I can do something. FaceTime. Camera. Does that look better? Oop, nope, not what I wanted to do. Does that look better, Liz? Just let me know, please. No, I have the paid version. I'm wondering if it's my blue light blocking screen. It technically goes around my camera on my screen, but I feel like ever since I put it on, I've gotten a bit blurrier on screen. But the really nice thing about this blue light blocking screen is I don't have to wear glasses all the time anymore to work on my computer. I will figure this out by the next time I stream through OBS. On Sunday, I will be back to using StreamYard. So if any of you are at my stream on Sunday, please let me know whether or not I look as blurry as I do here. Because I do want to know, because to me, I've been thinking I maybe look blurry, but I thought it was because I was looking through my own screen. But if you guys say I'm blurry, then it's either the screen, Streamlabs, or something else. So, I'm sorry for all the tech issues today. But thank you, Liz. Yeah, I have blue light blocking glasses here that are prescription, but I'm not so nearsighted that I actually need like everything just got sharper when I put this on, but I don't like technically need to wear these unless I'm going to be at my computer a lot. But now that I have a blue light blocking screen on my laptop, I don't have to wear this and have my head squeezed by my glasses all the time. But yeah, lots and lots of issues. Okay, it is now almost 10 a.m. on the dot, so we're going to start this sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. Ooh, the timer's not on screen. Come on, I had you all set up perfectly. I was clicking the wrong thing. There's a 30-second delay between what you should be seeing on screen and what you're seeing on your phone. So if you're in the forest room, don't touch your phone until that's over. And then we can do the next thing.
here in case.
is the end of the second sprint of my whole live stream. It's the first one of this on YouTube live stream. I'm going to go longer than the top of the hour so that people here can get a total of 4 if they were with me from the start, because technical difficulties shouldn't prevent us from getting our writing in. So I'm going to do 2 more sprints. How did people do on that one? I learned how to mute myself through this system. Also, if people could tell me how my volume is in the chat, because I muted myself and then unmuted myself and I didn't want to blow out everyone's... Okay. Thank you, Miguel. What about now? Did some laundry. Awesome. Got some planning done. Yeah. I was doing some stuff in my bullet journal during that, in addition to learning how to mute. I think this coming sprint I'm going to make the thumbnail for my live stream on Monday, which will be using StreamYard. So, any tech issues that I have today, well, I probably won't have through StreamYard unless the fuzziness is a thing that's not an effect, a result of my blue screen filter. So I know on Sunday and for this coming week I'll be pretty good, because I'm just going to do it through StreamYard. There's white noise competing with my voice. I think that's just my computer working very, very hard to make sure that to keep OBS running. But let me... Do you still hear the white noise? I think it's my computer. Hopefully when I get a new computer, I think at the end of next year after I graduate grad school, I won't have that problem. But yeah. I'm sorry I scared you, Ruby. I try not to scare people, and I don't do a big beeping noise, because that sometimes scares people. But it's if you don't do a big beeping noise, you scare people, and if you do a big beeping noise, you scare people. Okay, I think the white noise is just my computer, because there's no other sound around me, but I can hear it too, so it has to be my computer. I apologize. Yeah, it's definitely my computer's fans working very, very hard. Okay, I'm going to create the next forest room. And I'm going to put the code up on screen. 6MR7HSC. I just want to thank everyone here who's being so patient with me as I'm learning this new streaming software. I didn't think it would be this difficult, because design-wise I had everything in place, but then actually getting them to show up during the stream was more difficult than I thought it would be. So, it's a learning curve. Nope, that's the timer. Ticker, that's what I want. That is the new code up there. The new computer I have my eye on is the new Macs with M1 chips, just because they're so much more efficient, energy efficient and power efficient, and there's a bonus that you can play iOS games on your Mac, so I could be able to play Among Us on my computer instead of on my phone. And just like, I think it's really, really great, but it's a big expense, and I know that I have to wait for it to be my graduation gift. And then by that point, it might come out with the second version of the M1 chips, which would theoretically be better than the first one. Or I might still get the first generation M1 chip, because by then hopefully they'll drop the price. I'm not really sure, but either way, an M1 chip would be a very big improvement to like the Intel chips that they've been using up until this point. And that's what I have my eye on. And I feel like if I ask everyone who would maybe want to do anything for me for my graduation, if I could just be like, can you like crowdsource me getting a new laptop, I'd be very happy. Yeah, I currently have a MacBook Pro. I do like mine, but the M1 chip is the thing that makes the difference. Thank you, Miguel. The code is currently ticking across the top of the screen. Crow's Talons, it is 6MR7HSC. MR7HSC. You're welcome, Liz, for the live. Huh, you don't see the code? Okay, I'm gonna check myself on YouTube because because I see the code on my screen even when I go to YouTube. It's going across the screen as a ticker. It takes a minute to appear at the top again, Ruby. Okay. So I'm not going crazy. Like, there is something there. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all for confirming that the code is physically there. It just takes forever. And yeah, Regina, I'm the person that everyone in my family goes for tech advice. And it's not because like I have all the tech. It's more just, how do I say it? Like I just follow a lot of people who review tech, so it's like I hear about it even if I'm not buying everything. Yeah, Ruby, I love your profile pic on the Forest app too. Huh. Okay, that's weird that you see it when it was full screen, but not when it wasn't, but no worries. People are in the room. I'm gonna start the timer in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. that was the end of that sprint. I accidentally messed up the timer on screen because I told it to stop looping, but then that restarted it. So yeah, I'm setting up the next and final forest room for the day. We're gonna do the pear house, and I'll pop the code up on screen in just a second. Five UUQ32Z. I'm going to put the ticker up on screen. Yes, this is a new streaming software that I'm trying. It is Streamlabs OBS. Moon Bunny Creative was mentioning it during my last live stream of 2020 when they were on my channel that they were going to switch over to it for the new year. And so I set it all up that day on the 29th. Was it the 20? No, not the 27th, I think, was my final one. And yeah, and then this is my first time actually going live with it. So I had a lot of problems when I did it on Twitch starting at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time this morning. But I think that's because Twitch was having problems in the U.S. It definitely was in Canada. But there are certain issues that I'm still working out, and like remembering to put the ticker up and the timer, the way they work on this software is different than through StreamYard. So I'm not quite as finessed, but I think by February I'm hoping to have this more down pat. Thank you, Regina. Ruby, so Discord says I wrote 1,211 words, but I believe some of them are from the previous sprint. Well, I mean, that's so great. Crow's Towns, I think this sprint I'm going to spend it seeing what's on the USB. I don't remember ever putting in my laptop bag. I should lie. That's a mystery. Good luck. Thank you, Hannah. I'm trying. And like my family doesn't mean to, but they always assume that I'm always good with tech all the time. That like when I have tech issues, I like suddenly like experience a small version of imposter syndrome. But it's, you have to learn it. But people in my family are always like, how do you know all this stuff? And I'm like, well, Google. Or, I just guess. And it works out or it doesn't and things like that. But I thought I had done all the Googling and working out prior to going live. I think that's where it's coming up. Crow's Towns. It's actually blank. Phew. Imagine if it was like a bunch of old writing of yours. That would be a wild trip down memory lane. Also, last night, right as I was going to sleep, I suddenly started brainstorming. Last night, as in this morning, like past midnight in the new year, I suddenly started brainstorming an idea for a Rapunzel retelling because I was looking at my notes yesterday and I saw that I was redoing the descriptions for my fairy tale stories. They're not published yet, so I'll be asking for, alpha readers for those different stories when I eventually get to writing them. But my brain suddenly started brainstorming for a story that I hadn't even planned to do. Which, by the way, reminds me, I wanted to ask you all, what R name do you like best? Do you like... Oh, wait, let me pull up the options again. Sorry, I have so many notes in my notes app. Let me find it. Okay, do you like Rachel, Rebecca, Remedy, or Ridley? I'm not naming her Rapunzel in my retelling. Okay, Crowstown says, I have one that has old writing. It's upstairs. Got it. And then Crow says, OMG, this other one has my project I'm going to write later in the year on it. Oh, well, that's good. And yes, Hannah, a Rapunzel retelling. For a really long time, I already knew I was going to do Cinderella, Wizard of Oz, Prince and the Pauper, Red Riding Hood, Alice in Wonderland, and did I miss one? Oh, The Little Mermaid. And then I had at some point started writing down story titles for like other stories if I decided to do them. And I was like, oh, I don't know. And then all of a sudden my Rapunzel story idea just popped into my head, so. The option, okay, comments just, okay. Regina said, ignore imposter syndrome. I realized after I got my PhD, it would never completely go away. Yeah. I don't know if it's X chromosome linked. I think it's societally linked to people who have an X chromosome. Like, I think women are definitely taught to experience imposter syndrome more than men. Regina, I think you misheard me. The Ridley, Ridley, is the option that I'm assuming you're voting for. The options are Rachel, Rebecca, Remedy, or Ridley. Like Ridley Scott. I really like the name Regina too, but I can't like name... I feel like I can no longer name any character Regina because I just think of Once Upon a Time. And it's like, unless I was writing a character that had similar characteristics, I would just have an issue in my head associating a fictional character or person with the name Regina as like that I'm creating. Like Regina Duke, obviously, like, oh, how do I say this? Like, yeah. Like, Jessie Elliott, who's another author tuber, she doesn't make videos anymore. She used to, and then she privated them all, but she hosts writing sprints every so often. She tweeted something about a character recently in response to someone who was like, oh, I'm rereading your book. And I replied to her, I was like, I literally can't see that name anymore without hearing that character say something. And they don't have an audiobook, but you know what I mean, like where you imagine you hear a character saying something after you've read it. Yeah, Once Upon a Time, Hannah. Okay, I've gotten a vote for Rachel, Ridley, and for Remedy, So Rebecca's out, clearly, because no one likes that one, which is fine by me. I'm not tied to any of them. I just don't know which R to go with. So out of those three, I guess everyone here has already picked one. Oh, Remedy got 2 votes. Okay, thank you. I must have missed that. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I saw Ruby say it, and then I just saw the Once Upon a Time comment from Hannah, so even though Remedy was right above it. Okay, so I'm going with Remedy. Thank you for your help. I'm not like Kate in that I can't name characters, but generally I don't go into so much detail about character names that like if it doesn't just come to me, I'm normally like, okay, I need this letter because I like how it sounds. Oh yeah, no, no, no. I'm going with Remedy because I do like all the options, and it got 2 votes. But if I were still on the fence, I would do a Twitter poll. Like I did an Instagram poll for picking my NaNoWriMo project last month. Not last. Wow, last year. I woke up at 6 a.m. my time, but I got less than 5 hours of sleep. So that's why I'm a little bit frazzled. On top of all the tech stuff. Okay, it is almost the top of the hour. So I'm going to start in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. This is the final sprint of this live stream, and I'll do a quick wrap up at the end. that is the end of the final sprint. How did everyone do? Chris Talon says, beta reading, so it needs to get done. I'll journal or something until she gets bored. That's funny. Hannah says, I didn't. That's okay. Because of the Rapunzel story, I had to redo my Milwordy spreadsheet that I have to include that in the drop down, and I have all my books listed in order, so I had to redo one of them, and then I could luckily copy and paste the updated drop down into all the other cells. Hannah didn't get any words because I'm trying to make a YouTube intro. Ooh, like animation or like you filming yourself talk. Either way is cool. I totally forgot to film an outro for my last video, which was hilarious. But I was like, it was raining by the time I realized it, and I just didn't want to have to edit out the rain sounds. So I uploaded my Fiddler on the Roof video without an outro. Regina wrote 340 words. I hope some of them are keepers. Yeah, I know the feeling. I'm sure they are. Animation. Oh, you animate, Hannah? That's awesome. Animation is something that, like, I want to learn, but at the same time, I don't think it's worth putting in the time to learn it, given it's not some part of the job that I want to do. You know what I mean? Like, it could be cool for my, like, AuthorTube channel, but I'd rather like save up money and then pay them to do that, because I want to work in publishing, and like theoretically, you know, maybe it could be useful, but I don't think it's useful enough for me to put like learning time toward that right now, at least. Thank you, Regina. Yeah, I had a lot of fun making it. I had written the script forever ago, and then I was just constantly like a little bit too burnt out to film the video, and then one day I was just like really energized, so I filmed my last 2 videos back to back and edited them, and that was good. Okay, there are 5 people still watching. I am going to start wrapping up just very quickly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being patient with all the technical issues. And I want to say that on Sunday the 3rd at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time until noon, so for 3 hours, I will be on my channel with 4 other AuthorTubers, and we will be doing writing sprints, 20 minutes each. And at the start of each sprint, we will be pulling a tarot card to serve as an optional writing prompt with our different decks, and we'll just be chit-chatting as we do it. We'll be silent during the sprints, but, you know, it's going to be fun. And then every day from the 4th through the 10th, so through the 10th, I'm going to be hosting on my YouTube channel from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I don't think I'll be using this setup. I think I'll be using my other StreamYard setup just to get all of those things easy to do without technical issues with a guest with me. But yeah, lots of writing sprints in the future. The reason I have so many planned for this coming week is because I'm taking part in the Write Mamas Creative Kickstart Camp. And if you go to my YouTube videos, any of those live streams scheduled, I have a link to the playlist that she created of other author tubers who are also taking part in it. I don't know if the playlist is fully updated at this point, but it is linked in the description of those videos. After this ends, I will edit the description of this current live stream that you're watching to also include a link to that. And I think that's everything. I hope you had a good time. Again, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you all on Sunday.